Even though I have full legal custody of our girls, my ex-husband Daniel and I have fought over their custody for years.
We've been in and out of court so many times, I couldn't even begin to count. I'd take a guess, I'd say 30.
Our custody battle is completely out of control. A few months ago, when my girls were staying with their dad, my daughter Zoe called me and said she didn't want to exist. I could hear Daniel yelling at her, using profanity. When I arrived at Daniel's house, he refused to let me take the kids home. I was furious.
Robin is an unfit mother. Robin neglects the children. When they're their moms, I've had safety concerns, cuts on their legs from swords, been gun fears, suicidal boyfriends. It just goes on and on.
I got a court order that our daughters be returned to my home.
My oldest daughter, Danny, was so upset, she actually told the police that she'd rather go to a foster home and that she won't stay with her mom and that she will run away.
The girls weren't even home for 24 hours. My ex-husband, Daniel, kidnapped my daughters in the middle of the night.
I did not kidnap my daughters. My girls were forced to go back to their moms, and 11 hours later, they ran away.
Daniel Facebooked my daughter, Danny, and told her to run away.
Once the police removed the kids, I realized quickly that the children were going to run away. I was concerned for their safety. If they're going to run away, they have to get to a phone and call me immediately or call the police. It was 2 in the morning. I get a phone call. It was my daughter telling me they're somewhere near their mom's house.
I haven't seen either of my daughters in over a month. My fear is that Daniel has kidnapped my daughters and I will never see them again.
Despite the court order, and if it is breaking the law, my kids' safety is more important to me.
A mother's worst nightmare has come true and I just don't know what to do. My daughters mean everything to me. That's all that I wanted was my kids. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, okay?
Okay, Robin, you want these children back.
Yes, I want my children back.
And you currently have physical custody.
Yes, I have full physical and legal custody.
Okay, so you are what's known as the residential
Yes.
parent here. So
Yes,
they
I
are
am.
to reside with you.
Yes.
So you guys have gone through the courts, gotten a divorce. The court has issued a ruling that says the children are to reside with you and have visitation from their father.
Yes.
Okay? So why are they not with you then?
Because he kidnapped them last March, and then he he wouldn't give them back, and I had to go get another. Cops wouldn't help me, even though my court order says mandatory enforcement, forcibly remove the kids. I had to go back to court. The judge ordered them to be forcibly removed and returned to me again,
Okay,
which they
so
did.
then what happened?
He got on Facebook and talked Danny into running away and told her not to forget Zoe. They waited till I was asleep. And when I got up, they were gone.
Have you talked to him about this?
No. We do not have contact.
Why not?
Because he's extremely, extremely abusive, and you cannot have a conversation with this man if you're like, hey, Dan, why are you doing this? All of a sudden, I just get to hear I'm crazy, I deserve this, you did this, and you did this, and you did this. And I did none of this stuff. He makes it all up, and he tells my kids this, and he's brainwashing them to hate me. Ever since I left him, 13 years ago, he's been telling them what a horrible mother I am. Everything I do is wrong. The fact that I like to wash their laundry and make sure they have clean clothes for school, that's bad because I'm materialistic. The fact that I like to have them a nice house to live in, I'm just a materialistic, horrible, horrible mother. The fact that I keep my refrigerator stocked up with food, all I care about is money. I don't care anything about them. Well, all my money is going on them. That's what you do as a parent. These aren't bad things. These are what parents do.
Robin's been saying that I brainwashed my daughters.
I firmly believe Dan has brainwashed our daughters into hating me. He has made me out to be some sort of monster and turned the girls against me.
I love my daughters, and that is not brainwashing. Loving your children is not brainwashing. Robin has always bashed me behind my back.
Daniel has my girls convinced that they have suffered horrendous beatings and abuse from my ex-husband. It's not true. It's all complete lies. Daniel tries to paint me and my entire family like we're just crazy. He tells the girls that I'm a crazy psychopath all the time.
She is nuts. Robin needs to just face the fact that all the wicked things she has done to try and hurt me and to separate me from the only thing in the world that I love is now backfired. And she's dealing with the consequences, and she's gonna have to deal with it for the rest of her life.
The girls need to know the truth, that I'm the sane one, and their father, Daniel, is the crazy one.
The fantasies that you just heard come from somebody that's mentally unstable and has been doing the things that she describes are what's been happening to her with the recent boyfriends she's had from prior marriage. She had 3 kids when I met her already.
How many boyfriends? How many boyfriends have I had, Dan? Name them. In 13 years,
we have
I've
our
dated
kids here.
5 people.
I actually
Is that
brought
excessive?
reports of and
If
police
you're
reports.
against domestic violence, Daniel, why did you beat me
she
up
get
on
to
my
do this?
honeymoon? Why did you beat me when I was pregnant?
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay? Go ahead.
So just for the audience's sake, and for people that want to judge me by what she says, I've never laid a harmful hand on a woman in my life. I'm a black belt in the martial arts in several forms.
Hold on. I'll let you respond in a minute.
Okay.
And if half of what she said is true, I would be in prison for life. If half of it, that was insane. Now, I have battled allegations of me kicking her in the back, and there's a little quarter-shaped bruise in her back. It was 4 days after I dropped the kids off, 4 days after, this fresh quarter-sized bruise, exactly the size of the seesaw that she leaves in the backyard with no supervision, 4-year-old girl and 6-year-old girl, and somebody slammed her in the back, and guess what? I have to convince CPS that I wasn't nowhere found. And every single time she does this, it's always dropped. I'm always found innocent. But I lose 30 days. I lose 2 weeks of visitation. I had to do 2 weeks supervised visits. And every lie that she did, I have defeated for years. I have defeated every single thing she has done. And you know what happened? The kids see what's going on. They've been watching her for 14 years. Everything she said to you. These kids have lived with it, and then they only have me on the weekends, and then 1 week, alternating weeks during the summertime, and she wants to tell you that I'm the one that has shaped them, and that I am the one who has somehow brainwashed them, when she has had them exclusively up until the age of about 10. It's only been the last 4 years when my children can talk to the police, can write police reports and orders, and then the truth starts to come out. And guess what? They started running away. And my oldest started running away when she was 10 years old. She's not telling you that. And then lastly, she hasn't seen these kids since May of 2015. Not this year. They've been living with me exclusively since last year, Mother's Day. She kicked them out.
Okay,
and they're here to testify.
Here, talk to me. Do you breathe through your ears? You got to take a breath sometime here. She says that you, across a period of time, have beaten her physically on a regular basis. I want to give you the opportunity to clear that up. Are you saying that is absolutely not true?
Completely fictitious. Wouldn't you? I know they asked me, do we have any evidence? Do you have any evidence of something? Like I say, my daughter ran away when she was 10. I brought evidence of that. I bought a police report. Show us one police report. If a man lays a hand on you and you have one bruise, show us the police report. Show us the
I'm
facts.
asking you.
I have
so
never
you have
laid
the
a
opportunity
harmful
to
handle
respond
on a
to
woman
that.
in my life.
So I'm not asking about any other women. I'm just asking about this one. You've not beaten your wife.
Including her, even though I don't quite consider her a woman anymore. But
okay. You're saying that you don't, that she's shaping these children, you're not shaping these children.
The prior years, until they developed a voice, until they could stand up to their mother, she tried to turn them against him. She moved 19 times. She tried to hide them from me.
You are
She's
such a
always
liar.
been insanely jealous. Whenever I'd have the kids for a weekend, and I take them back, they cry.
Well,
here's a comment when they go to mom's.
Here's a comment that you made on. Here's a comment that you made on Robin's Facebook page, Daniel. Oh my God, what is that hideous beast between my 2 beautiful girls?
Yes. That was the night
I never knew a mother could be so heartless and cold to their own children. Take a clue, Robin. They don't want to live with you because you're a terrible mother.
You notice the finger dubbed out there on that screen? That's my oldest daughter flipping her mom off.
Hey, do me a favor. Talk to me. This is not an election and they don't vote.
I've done a lot of court.
So
you see the middle finger there has been dubbed out. My daughter's flipping. She pulled that down as soon as she realized the family photo. Zoe knew she was flipping her off. My youngest knew she was looking at the phone. She knew Danny was flipping her mom off, and she took the picture anyway. That's what you're really seeing there.
Okay, you seem to take great pride in that.
No, you know what I'm proud of? I'm proud that my kids have finally stood up against all these lies, this wickedness.
But you seem to take great pride in that your daughter is flipping off their mother.
For them to stand up to this beast you see in front of you, yeah, I'm very, very proud of them. I'm very, very proud of them.
Wow. You said that you wished she would be dead.
No, that's not what I said. They tried to get me to say that. Was that you? Because that infuriated me. Here's what I said. My daughter now, and wait till you meet her and you talk to her, the rage and the anger that she has fostered by trying to convince them how rotten I am. When they have me every weekend, they know how loving I am.
So what did
now
you say?
has spawned this really angry 14-year-old that makes that comment. And maybe somebody got their wires crossed. And let me tell you something. No parent who loves their child would want their child to have a parent die. My 12-year-old would be devastated. So that's the stupidest thing in the world. What I will say, and what I have said, and what I do believe, that if something horrible was to happen to her, because it was asked of me, if something happened to Robin, our lives would certainly get much easier. My whole family,
Of course, you'd have
my
access to
children
my
would.
daughters.
The only thing is Zoe would still be sad. Danny would be sadder than she thinks, but she doesn't know it. She says,
Really? She said, I remember I love you on the few hours I had her home. She said,
We'll see.
turned
We'll
to
see
my
what she
sister and
said. It'll all be here. We'll see what she said.
So
you're
you
gonna take
didn't-
her word for it, then you're just being deceived. You're just
So
hearing-
you didn't say that.
I said the way I said it. Here, what I said, when they asked me, you know, well, how would you feel if Robin wasn't out of the picture anymore? Oh, God, what a relief that would be. You know, because how do you defend something that never occurred? When they come off and say, you know, he went to Mars and pulled his pants off and raped an alien, you know, what am I supposed to say? I did not. You know, how can you prove something that doesn't even exist? How can you defend against something that is just a dream?
I'm just trying to figure out
So
whether
I
you
need to go
did
to
or
Mars
didn't
and get
say
some rock.
whether you did or I'm just trying to figure out whether you did or didn't say that things would be better if she was dead.
My daughter has been. I've been having to defend.
That's not
Robin.
an essay question.
No. What I would say is, if something and I remember I talked with one of your people. If something happened to her and we never saw her again, our lives would be a lot better. And that includes the girls, okay? They don't have to deal with cops waking them up in the middle of the night, dragging them out of the house.
That
and
has never happened.
It's
You
been
have
happening
sent them
for
to my house
14
17
years.
times
It's
in
been
2
I'm just
months.
trying to
Never
get
found
an
anything
answer to a
wrong.
simple question. It's whether or not you said if your children's mother passed away, things would be better. Because that to me is significant. If you,
It would absolutely, we would immediately
Did you-
all breathe a huge sigh of relief as far as the older people. Zoe would be devastated. She would be devastated because she still thinks mom can be saved. She still thinks
so you
that-
did
that-
say that.
I didn't say I wish she was dead, no. No, I did not say that. Not, be exact again, be precise. Because I didn't say I wish she was dead. That's my daughter.
Well, you said your life would be better if she was dead.
If she was gone forever, yeah. Yeah, definitely. When you suffer as much as I've spent 6 months on the ground in the fetal position. In the fetal position crying, okay, because
Really?
she
Well,
yanked the children
You
from
are
me.
such a
And
liar.
I
When did
fought
I take
tooth and
away?
nail.
I gave
I
you
spent
joint
over
custody.
$50,000
Well,
You're a
okay.
liar.
All right, actually,
And you don't miss people that put you through that. You don't miss them, man.
I gave you joint
actually, here,
custody.
we record our pre-interviews. Here's what you said.
Between you and me, if you like passed away, my life would be better. You know what I mean? No tears here.
Yep. That doesn't mean I wish she's dead.
Your children's mother. Your children's mother. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.